The greatest achievement was to work on topics like coexistence, equality, conflict resolution and emotional education through the movement and the use of the body, because we think that the young people are not very used to reflect about these topics and to use the movement and to use their body to express themselves. This was especially important because a lot of them don't speak Spanish, so we consider this a great achievement.
The smile of the participant during the activities and the positive feedback we received.
I think our greatest achievement was reaching a point where our participants could be free to open themselves and to express their ideas without any judgment. We created a safe space where they could, be themselves, even though they never had done anything like that experience.
During the project, all the good experiences were remarkable, but it was great to be able to work in a group with the young participants, create a safe space for them to express their emotions, their feelings, and where they can really be themselves.
The biggest achievement of this experience is that some of the participants stayed in touch after the local path. And the aim of this project was to promote the creation of a group and the integration of young people. So I think that it really worked and that it helped to rediscover the pleasure of having fun together.
So my biggest achievement and the best experience that I had, it's for sure the level of involvement that we reached in the group. The group was composed by women, young girls actually, from different African countries, also speaking different languages and coming from different cultural backgrounds. But through dance, we really bonded each other, and they found the motivation to participate. They were always present, and this for me is really a big sign that art and dance can always be an easy tool to get to know each other and to break barriers.
One of the greatest experiences and greatest achievement we had with the young participants was to see them being very active and very engaged during the sessions, and of course to see them putting all their love and thoughts throughout the sessions and in the artistic performance that they created and during the multiplier event.
The biggest achievement with the participants, it was when we finished our first choreography. Because when I first met them, they were all like, oh no, we're not gonna dance. You don't even dream about it. So I was shocked, but we worked through it. We did it. They participated with the moves. They suggested situations, gests. So it was really, really a big achievement for them, for us. And we're so happy.
During our local path, our main need was to have open participation from our youngsters, because for many of them it was the first time challenging themselves in the form of theater, so they had to be vulnerable and overcome their fears in a very short amount of time, during in front of complete strangers.
Le travail théâtral que je mène avec les élèves allophones, les lycéens allophones, c'est le théâtre. Et à travers le théâtre, c'est d'apprendre la langue française, c'est les valoriser leur culture, valoriser leur parcours et aussi les rendre accessibles à l'art et aussi à l'éducation artistique. Et je trouve que le théâtre, c'est un moyen d'intégration qui est vraiment très, très appréciable par les jeunes.
What we needed the most, I think, was to form a real connection with the participants, so know them, know their everyday life in the reception center for asylum seekers, and know how our activities could be purposeful, so really be adaptable, adapt to their schedules and their needs mostly.
What I needed most during my local path basically was communication, teamwork, personal development, and shaping my character by sharing ideas and understand other people's perspectives.
I think the best ingredient that made the residency successful was the flexibility, both from my side but also from the girls' side. We kept the flexibility to adapt activities, timing according to my need and their needs. And I think this made a big difference because we could find a common ground to understand each other.
We need to build confidence and trust among the group so they were not embarrassed to perform the activities.
So we needed a lot of creativity and resources to be able to capture the attention and trust of all the participants in the best way, as well as mechanisms for connection and creating a group so that all the tools and the creation of the final performance could be done in the best way.
We need ideas on how to present to those in the most fun and easy way.
The main challenge we encountered during the implementation of the local path was, of course, to find the 15 participants, and second, to maintain their interest throughout the duration of the sessions. Of course, it was very important to be in a position to compromise and improvise according to the participants' needs. It's very important to listen to them.
The biggest challenge for me, it's maybe a little bit funny for the others, is to take them away from their phones. It was really hard. They danced with their phones, they were so attached, so when I finally get them to put away the phones, that was really, really challenging, and I felt successful.
From my point of view, the biggest challenge was how to explain in the most understandable way one of the tools so that all of the participants also understand the idea of the tool.
The main challenge we encountered during the local path was the language barrier, because we had participants with a migrant background, and so there wasn't a common language spoken by all the participants. For this reason, we chose some activities from the toolbox that didn't require the verbal language.
One of the biggest difficulties was finding viability within the group that was similar, so that we could always work with the whole group in the same way, with a continuous and equal evolution among everyone.
Well, my biggest challenge was for sure the language, because I usually train my working languages are English or Italian or Spanish, but the girls couldn't speak any of them languages. So I tried to make all the workshops in French, which is quite basic for me as a level, but luckily the girls could understand and we could understand each other.
So the biggest challenge that we faced was the language barrier, because we work with youngsters from different countries and with different levels of Spanish. They had sometimes difficulties in understanding the activities, but we managed to solve it by making the sessions more accessible and by using a more simple vocabulary.
The main challenge that we encountered during our local path was creating a united group where everybody felt safe and heard, because our youngsters come from very different backgrounds, so social, economical and ethnic characteristics and life experiences shape their own individual, and that is a source of enrichment, but it's also difficult to guide the youngster.
And it was the activities of mirroring each other and working in small groups. This also functioned very well, I think, because in small groups girls could find a way to express themselves in a more intimate way, because some of them were quite shy. And then at the end, the activities in groups came more easy, I would say, because we had the previous experience in working in small groups.
From my point of view, the most appreciated tool that we worked on and that was appreciated by all of the group was painting and selling the mandala of my life. So all of the participants and all of the group appreciated this tool the most. They fully enjoyed the activity.
So all the group bonding activities were very important because they brought the participants closer together, allowing them to better share their moments and their experience in reaching the final presentation. And in addition, all the sharing activities were important for developing a spirit of trust in group.
Some of the activities we did during our encounters were related to improvisational skills and also creative writing. I think these activities were the best for them, as they were put in a position they were never put before, where they had to depend on each other and also help the others while improvising. And also with the creative writing, they had a lot of fun, which was amazing to see.
I remember there was an activity about understanding issues related to privilege. In this game, everyone was given a card with a character, and we had activities that simulated real-world situations. At the end of the game, we had a very effective discussion to reflect on our experiences inside games and ways to apply what we had learned in real-life situations.
The activity they enjoyed the most was the theatrical mask. They really enjoyed watching their friends interpret and guessing what they were doing. They were so inspired by this activity that they decided after the session to interpret situations that they felt were important in their lives. We found this really moving and it was really a surprise for us.
Avec ces jeunes, c'est leur donner le plaisir de jouer, le plaisir de monter sur scène, le plaisir d'apprendre un texte et le plaisir de jouer dans une scène nationale de Bordeaux et aussi le plaisir de se rencontrer et de rêver et de partager une très belle aventure qui est le théâtre.
The activities they enjoyed most, I think, were first the theatrical masks. Having a mask really seemed to have built their confidence. I think they also really enjoyed Photo Voice at the end. At the beginning, they were like questioning what is the aim of Photo Voice, but they really enjoyed roaming around the city, taking pictures, and then showing it to their peers.
Bună, eu sunt Ana și semnul meu este Ana. Și astăzi vreau să întreb ce a însemnat pentru tine proiectul ReCAP.
Formare, incluziune.
Încredere. Comunicare. Echipă. Prietenie. Experiență.
Cunoaștere.